Try something a little bit different. So I can shrink this. So if I can see, this is blue, black Reanimator. And the main difference in this deck compared to its brother, the red, black one, is that we have counter spells. So it's a little bit slower. Excuse me. It's a little bit slower, but with the counter spells, you're able to protect the combo a lot more. We have another thing that we're able to do is we have Ponder, and Ponder is really good for us because it's able to give us, how can I say this? It allows us to shuffle our deck to get deeper in our deck. This is one of the problems that this deck has. Sometimes, like, it's not really glass cannonly, but once you're able to stop like the initial push, then you're like, it's kind of hard to get going again. And Ponder allows us to shuffle our deck to set up again. So here we go. We're going to try this. We're going to go to Constructed. See. Try the League. Join. And now we'll just do the waiting game. What's up? Thanks, man. So hopefully this will pop up. Yeah, still waiting for our opponent. And it looks like our opponent didn't want to play us, so that is depressing. So the only thing his hand is really missing is the discard, the ability to discard. I can't get. Oh, we'll do. Thank you. True indeed. This is a little bit better. I do like that we have counter spells. Let's see. Am I going first? No, I'm not going second. I really want to mulligan again. He's beginning the game with 7. Still one more time, see what happens. Alright, this is a lot about keep. So we give her 2 cards. Gotta get rid of 2 cards. What cards do we want to get rid of? So obviously we want to. So we don't need Entomb because we have that, and we have Griselbrand. So this is what we go with. Turn 1, we'll play the Snow-Covered Island, Careful Study. Draw 2. What are we going against? So this may be a really good hand for us. I mean, a really good start. We will discard here, and we will discard. And discard. Yeah, we discard here. Cast Lotus Petal. So we can reanimate Griselbrand. We'll see if they have it. Do a counter spell check. Oh, we got it. Draw 7. Guess he's gonna swords us, or don't know what he can do on 1 mana. So I guess we're gonna get swords now. That's kind of depressing. Good news is that we're getting our life back. There we go. So, this is actually pretty freaking good for us. Obviously, we'll play that. At the end of the turn, we'll discard this. Yeah. Back in business. And we have Force of Will back up. Even better, we now have Exhume, so instead of taking all that life, looking back, I should have definitely fetched. I don't think our opponent has any counter spells in this deck, so am I really scared of? I think I should call green if this does resolve. Yep. So that was pretty quick. I think this is. What is this? I think we're going against. Maverick. I think we're going against Maverick, or some kind of Nile build. So one of the main things, obviously, we do show and tell, because now our opponent knows basically our combo. So show and tell is always good. We'll take out some Exhumes. The Rider. Those some I don't think they're playing really any type of blue. So what else? If not really playing any type of blue, maybe we should take out some of these Force of Wills. Don't want to really 2-for-1 myself. Well, I don't know what they're on. That's the only weird thing right now against this deck. They're basically going to get to unknown opponent. We'll take out Force of Negations, though. I feel like I need to side these in just to destroy any enchantments that are going to mess up my combo. So I got to take one of those out. Take out one more card. So we'll take out one Cavern Star and one Ponder. And we'll go from here. We should actually take out one of these. Put this in. Submit. Hope I get my deck in. Probably did not. Let's read our sideboard. Did I get it in? Nope, didn't. Keep. So I'm okay with that because obviously we have our Silence right here. Alright, so this is Maverick. Oh, that's pretty cool. Let's see. How do we want to do this? Obviously, we have to play this. So looking back at it, I should have definitely fetch for a tropical island and then cast that, but those are the breaks. Wasteland. That sucks. Yep, looks like we may have a turn to do something crazy. And we do, so play this. Go get a blue. Cast. So we will blue, blue, and then we'll do a green show and tell. Now, to protect, because it could probably search for something, I'm going to cast this right here. So the reason why we did this instead of the Griselbrand is because we didn't want the Griselbrand to be bounced, because it could search for the land. And now we have counterspell back up. Again, don't really care. Because right now, the way things are going, we're going to start bouncing everything anyways. So, exile this. Didn't want to, but it is what it is. We will bounce. Bounce that one. Oh, gotta click it. We'll bounce this one right here. So he may have a Veil of Summer. If there's a Veil of Summer, then we're kind of screwed. So right now I think we just might lose the race against them, but six Kalan. Yep, he'll Wasteland. That's gonna be game. He'll Wasteland, make it 7. Swings for lethal. Well, these games are pretty quick. So looking back at me, I should have dropped the Griselbrand to get some better draws. And let's put one of these Grey Titans in. We'll take out one of the Griselbrands out. We'll actually take him out. Put the Griselbrand back in. We'll pick a Norn. Gotta drop one more card. One more card. We'll do a. We can keep her. I like her a lot. Yeah, we'll take out one Griselbrand. Just so we have a great time, we can start trying to go wider against our opponent. Definitely want to go first. This is not bad, so we can keep this. That's cool. Once upon a time, cool, understandable. Lucia Reels, okay. Once upon, such a good card. Greens and Zenith. Okay. Alright. So we can do a lot of shenanigans this turn, so we do need a forest, so we'll search for that right now. Just so that we can do the silence to destroy anything we need to destroy. So we'll get a, do we need black? We have black. We'll get a, yes, Tropical Island. Cast that. Unmask. Get rid of Entomb. See what our opponent has in his hand. Oh, this Wasteland. Alright, cool. He doesn't have anything. Get rid of that. Show and tell. So now, definitely ahead. Cool, love it. We'll cast that. Okay, doesn't matter. So right now what we're looking for is counter spells to come up the board. So, so this right here is pretty good. Cast that right there. We're gonna put land this turn. We're gonna discuss some stuff. We're pretty much golden right now. Okay. Deck is really running really well for us. That's good. He only has Wasteland. He already got rid of that. And he has another Wasteland. So he has 2 cards in his hand. Not worried at all right now. So, don't need that land. Don't need... What is it? What do we not need? We can get rid of one and one of her. We like the show and tell. We like that. Then we gotta just cast 7 more cards. We can get rid of one of these. Actually, both of those. How many more cards we have to get? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 5, 6. So yeah, we still have a counter spell. We still have the ability to flash that in. We're good to go because next turn, what we'll do is, obviously he's not going to swing, so that's good. That's funny. He just played one of those lands, so let's look at him again. Let's get rid of Reanimate. Doesn't have anything. Excellent. So from here, cast that. Actually, cancel. Let's get a island. But this is gonna be pretty. Everything goes like this. Would be a pretty fast stream. Get that. Another show and tell. We'll do Annex again. Now we have counterspell back up, so pretty sure our opponent can't do anything to us right now. All he has is a Verdant Catacombs in his hand. Pretty sure. Oh, he's not going to concede. Draw 7. All these random silences. We already play a land this turn. Okay. So we have 10 cards and we got to get rid of some. So honestly, our hand is pretty much stacked. So we can get rid of Ponder, one vendor, and a fetch land. Because right now we have a Daze, we have Chancellor, We're good to go. And this is, we swing for lethal next turn. Let's see. Just to make sure there's no shenanigans in getting life. So that's what I think they're trying to do. Doesn't matter. This game is over now. We're here to lock him out. So, round 1 goes to us. Deck ran really, really well. So, pretty freaking happy. So, if you can't see the deck below, this is the deck. If you're on YouTube, I'm going to post it. I'm definitely going to put it in the comment section so you can see it. Want to try something different. As we all know, blue is floating around everywhere, so a lot of counter spells, a lot of graveyard hate. This deck has a different feel to it that you're able to get around that. Oh, this is broken deck. Okay. So, we will keep. I'm going first, so... Land. Careful study. Right on time. We'll get rid of these 2 cards. Perfect. So we do have a black sword to play that. Cast this. The good news is that we have multiple ways to get cards back from our graveyard. So we're gonna fetch. What do we want? Do we want green? We need a black source. So we'll get a Underground Sea. So I want his first card. This right here is kind of the force of will check right here. If he has it or not. Yep. And we expected that, so. And this is why we went that card first. Because we weren't trying to just blow. Does he have it? Brainstorm, he's looking for another counterspell. Does he have it? Yep, he did not have it. So we're going to sit really good right now. We didn't lose any life. Draw 7. Oh, just stacked. Okay. So right now what we're going to do is pass the turn. Gotta discard some cards. So we don't need another Griselbrand. Get rid of 1 more card. We have a lot of blue cards to discard of that. We already have our 1 guy right there. What's this card? Yeah, we can get rid of him. We don't need him. So this is a Yoko. So we know he doesn't really have counter spells if he does. Reanimate Dead. I say the nay. I'm not gonna let you get that. And that's the beauty of this having the blue. You're way more. you're not as fast as a red black reanimator, but you're definitely you have way more protection. So, hey, what's up, man? How you doing? So, just want to give a quick shout out to um, the two people who are hosting me right now. Let me see. Let me make sure I can actually bring up and put their names in the chat. But first, let me just sideboard quickly. Thoughtseize is really good in this matchup. So hold on, put this aside. Thoughtseize is gonna be good. Veil of Summer is good. And then one of the main cards we always bring in is Show and Tell, because we're changing basically the game up. That is our goal. See, I actually get to you, and it won't let me get to you. Hold on one second. Let's try to. Share my friend's Twitch link. He usually streams in the morning, so let's. There we go. This year, and also in my YouTube page, when I post, I'm gonna post his link, and also Riker's link in the description of the YouTube page. So if I go 3 and 2 or better. I like this guy right here. No problem, man. No problem. I'm about to also post Rikers. I gotta finish sideboarding though. What do we want to take out? So we definitely. I like this package against them. We'll take out. Don't really need her. Love the Force Negations and Dazes. Because again, we're trying to go off on turn 1 and 2. Take a 1 Griselbrand. Just put this right here. Oh, nice. Thank you for doing that. I'm just trying to, as you can see, trying to sideboard. Tell me you're up on Discord. Okay, cool. I will be on Discord really soon. Let me just finalize the last 2 cards I'm gonna take out. I really don't like these counter spells. Take 1 Force of Will and 1 post Lotus Petal. All right, let me get on Discord. Submit the deck. Esports. So is it just for fun? Community Overwatch. Sorry about that. Let me get back on Discord. So I love this hand right here, but it is. Let me see. I can't keep it because I need mana. So I do like this card, this hand right here. We have a lot of hand disruption. Let me see if I can. Okay. Let me see if I can get not Riker. Prime in. Go live. We're about to find out some things. Hold on, let me just do sorry, but I'm just trying to see if I can. Gotta get the task manager out to make sure I'm not nuking, messing up anything. Stage 2, go live. Let's see if my computer. Oh no! Darn, I hit the wrong button. Alright, let's open this up. Let's get rid of Twitch. Let's get rid of that page also. Sorry about the wait, guys. Alright. Prime, can you hear me? Let's see. What card I'm gonna, I gotta pitch 1 card. I'm gonna pitch this card right here. Done. Let me see. Hello, can you hear me? And my computer betrays me heavily. Hello? Hello. Let's turn this back on. So if I have wrong with my connection, that's fine though. So what do we do? He doesn't have any black, so am I really scared of that now? He does have an Animate Dead, so we're gonna get rid of. Kind of hard. We need another land. He has Entomb. Don't really care about Entomb. Don't care about that either. If we get to black, we're screwed. This right here I do care about. We're going to get the Ponder, because I don't want to manipulate his deck at all. This is his hand. So if he does not draw a land, he's basically... we're good to go. But he drew a preordain. So, hey. What can you do? That sucks. Oh, man. We will... careful study. Now I'm about to see what we get. Man, that's not good. What do we want to get rid of? We'll get rid of Unmask. I really don't want him to Animate Dead our stuff, but he only drew one card, so he definitely drew that land right there. He definitely drew the preordain. How do we want to play around this? Get this, and we'll get that right there. Cast. We're going to get another Watery Grave. From there, we're going to Ponder. Let's see if we can get just some counter spell protection. So I do kind of like this, and then again I don't, because so I like Daze because looking at our opponent's hand. So we'll do this. I do like Reanimate, I do like Daze. No. So obviously we're gonna draw a card, and then we'll draw our Reanimate. Okay, we'll see if Prime is back on. We're gonna see if I can link him in to the chat. So let's go look for him. So everybody stopping by, thanks for coming by. Let me move this over. Let's see if I can get. He's going to Entomb. So he's entombing, so that right there is. Actually, I'm okay with him entombing. Am I okay with him entombing? I don't think so. So, can you hear me now, Prime? Okay, you're coming in a little. Say something again.
Yeah. Can you turn my mic up?
All right, cool. Can you hear? Can you?
Yeah.
Say, all right, cool. Let me just turn this up so that we can. This is something. I don't know if you see. I'm pretty sure everybody's seen him. He's a streamer, Prime. He's doing really well. How you doing today?
Feel good, man. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm in round 2. So right now this is our what we know it's our opponent's hand. This is gone. So he has this right here. He's going to Entomb, and he's going to dig for. I think so. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna let him Entomb. He's gonna grab the card he wants. As long as he does not grab another land, we're okay. This is an extremely risky move. But I'm willing to risk it. So he got he got that. I don't really care. Say that again.
Are we doing Sneak and Show? What are we doing here?
Oh, this is Reanimator.
Reanimator. Okay.
Yeah. So it's blue-black Reanimator. It okay, good.
Have you gotten a chance to test out any of the companion mechanics in Legacy yet?
Not yet. Like we talked about, I think someone's gonna get banned.
I totally agree.
It's just a really powerful mechanic. Dazes, no any order. Because we need the ability to discard one of our cards. Entomb. So this is perfect for us. Alright. So we're going to now Entomb. He has his clinch to dust, but we don't really care about that. Did I bring it in? Yes, I did. So what we're going to get is a Griselbrand.
Nice.
Yep. We're going to pop this for black. We're now going to grab our Griselbrand. He's going to try to respond by a Cling to Dust. Oh, I actually messed up because I should have a counter spell for that. I misplayed. I should have got another creature too. Darn. So he got us. I wasn't paying attention, so.
It's all good, man.
Those are the breaks.
You got let's see, Reanimator. So you're running Griselbrand. What's your other main creature you're running?
So Griselbrand, I'm running a Chancellor and Annex, Iona, and those are basically it.
Okay, gotcha.
Devour, Vizier, Bliss. I can actually see that being really, really broken too. So play a Swamp. So what we need right now. So we know he got rid of this, and he played a land. So that's his hand right there. I think he's trying to cast this. So this guy right here is one of the new companion creatures. Okay, good. He has no fetch land. Your starting deck contains at least 20 cards or more, which it does because he has 66 cards. 66 cards in his hand.
Right?
Fly. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
I'm surprised that's the. But he's running Reanimator too, or what is he running?
Yeah, he's running some kind of really weird mix. But the good news is that like we're kind of like at a standstill right now. So he doesn't heavily have anything.
I'm really surprised that's the companion you choose for a legacy deck, right?
Right.
And I know. So I know. Yeah, I was just trying to do a quick look here.
Whoop.
I just see what the chat is on Twitter about adding legacy or about adding Ikoria cards into legacy. Because I was curious. I mean, I like looking at. I'm gonna pull up these.
Flesh or Stone. That's gonna be annoying.
I'm kind of curious.
Lotus Petal. So right now we're looking for a what is it called? Careful Study, so we can draw 2 and discard 2. Hopefully discard 2 good cards right here. Try to blow up probably his green source or most likely Narset. So our opponent drew a card, so if you don't know about, and then he's gonna grab a surgical extraction, and that's what they drew. They drew that land.
So I know, like Garuda, for example, he already got banned in Legacy. So is that because he was doing good stuff with Reanimator decks? Is that similar to the deck you're playing, or do you know what decks he was playing?
I think there was a custom deck. I know that in the last top, in the last Legacy Challenge, there was a very new deck that with that card just ran over everybody. And also, I think there was a glitch too that they removed. And I think that's the reason why they didn't let him.
It was an issue with MTGO and adding in the companion mechanic. Yeah. I could see that. That makes a lot of sense. So I'm looking at some of the companions now, right? So like the first one I'm kind of looking at, and I'll go through several of them. Surgical, nice. Yeah, I think surgical is a card that makes a big comeback in terms of value and just play.
Definitely.
Play, especially in modern now with just with so many mechanics out of the graveyard. But it's like Umori the Collector. He can either be 2 black or 2 green. And so it says each non-land card in your starting deck shares a card non-land. As Umori the Collector enters the battlefield, choose a card type. Spells you cast of the chosen type cost 1 less to cast. So that's he's like a tribal companion, right? So like if I think about like elves, when I think of Umori, I think of elves, right? Not that elves needs any boost in terms of how much mana it can produce. Reduction in terms of creatures, but I mean he is a 4/5. He's an extra creature. He reduces the cost. But actually, he might not work in elves because elves always.
So our opponent has this in his name. So what's kid concede?
Oh, we brought in Yorion.
Yeah, he got us we kind of stone bricked for a little bit.
Okay.
Made a misplay, and he was able to take advantage of that. So it looks like our opponent runs off the graveyard too, so these are not needed. Do we really want to go counterspell? We do have the Veil of Summer to help protect us. Nice. We have Show and Tell, which is going to be our game changer. So I do like bringing back Iona because I see how important black can be in their deck. Let's see. I guess I'm gonna get rid of Unmask. I don't think it's strong right here. And anybody in chat, if you have an idea, let me know. Because I just want to make sure the only way we could bring things in is we have Reanimator and we have Show and Tell. We may bring in a Exhume, and we need to bring one more card in. I think it's torn between Ponder and Careful Step. What do you think?
Are you thinking just so you can dig through your deck faster?
So Ponder has helped us shuffle that deck because, as you saw the last few turns of game 2, I just had a really clunky hand. So I like Ponder for that to shuffle it through, and Careful Step helps me discard cards from my hand, which I can reanimate later on. So.
So does the Nar? So I saw you had a Narset down. Does that? So Narset doesn't affect your ability to search through your deck. Just draw extra cards, which doesn't matter, right? Because you're searching and then putting it in the graveyard.
Yeah. So the only thing that
would be an Ashiok would be bad news, but Narset not so much.
Yeah. Narset only hurts me against Griselbrand because I can't draw that many cards.
Okay, so Griselbrand's ability once he hits the battlefield to pay life.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
I think I'm gonna go. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just thinking. So then the question becomes: do we race them, or do we do we try to like block their play? I think they're gonna run a lot more counter magic than us.
Mm-hmm.
I almost think it's just a matter of us racing them. So I think I agree with you on that idea of ponder and just see if we can just race them, get the creatures in, get them out, use the ability prior to that Narset or potentially an Ashgoth hit the battlefield. He's throwing 80 cards in his deck. I mean, he's got to be running all kinds of control-y stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly. Yeah, I agree with you. Obviously, we're gonna go first. So this right here is actually a pretty good hand for us. What we can do is Exhume. Oh yeah, that's in the I guess companion zone. So I like this hand because for one, turn one, we play Polluted Delta, search for a black source, Entomb, Lotus Petal, sacrifice. Once we entomb Griselbrand, reanimate Griselbrand. They have something that we have a Daze for backup. So I like this hand.
Nice.
So we're gonna keep. What did our opponent do? Alright, so go to plan, play this. We gotta get at least a watery grave. From there, let's play cast the Lotus Petal. With Entomb. Cool. Alright, with the Entomb, we're gonna get back. We're gonna get a Griselbrand.
Nice, dude. I like it.
Hopefully he doesn't have a counterspell. He does. But then we're gonna cast counterspell that. Return this island to our hand. If he has another Force of Will, then it is what it is. Alright. There's a resolve. There's a resolve. There's a resolve. Yep, it resolved. And that's just the brokenness of Reanimator.
Nice.
He knew that. What is the X out of this? Play a match. He knew once Griselbrand comes back, we're going to draw 7 cards, load up our hand, and then we just start running away from the game. And he's already too far behind. And that's the reason why, like I always tell people, I like the blue version. Because even if he counterspells everything, we still have a ponder in hand to manipulate the top of our deck. So, trying to make moves. Doing pretty good, though.
So another one I think that could be interesting in Legacy, he's not a companion, but Fiend Artisan, who the Mythic Rare, 2-drop, either double black, double green, or one of each. And he gets +1/+1 for each creature in your graveyard. And then you can pay X mana, either one green or one black, sacrifice a creature, and then go search your deck for a creature.
Mm-hmm.
I think he could be really busted in a format like Legacy. He's pretty low to the ground. He's 2 mana to get out there. I know he's not, as like Birthing Pod or something like that, but I still think he could do just really busted things.
Definitely. Oh, we'll go first again.
Nice.
So the only bad thing, but we had no way to pit cards in our graveyard. The good news is that we do have a Chancellor Annex that we show it. They can't counter. That means it messed up their first counter spell. So yeah. So we don't have. The only bad thing about Force of Will is a dead card. I think we're at the mulligan this. We are going first, so this is a little bit better. We're going to keep this. We're going to discard. Or put Unmask at the bottom. Done.
So, question here: why wouldn't you put back one of your giant?
Say that one more time.
So I was looking at your first hand,
Mm-hmm.
thinking about like if you had kept that hand, right?
Right.
Say you had kept your original hand, but you had mulliganed off your original hand. Would you, in this deck, would you want to put back one of your big, like your Griselbrand or your Chancellor Annex, or are you okay with holding one of those in your hand?
To me, it really comes down to if you're going to, how can I say this? It really comes down to what you have in your hand. Like if you have the ability to like basically explode on your opponent, then cool. You should definitely keep what you have. We'll put that on top, and really we don't need anything else because we haven't. No need to search for anything else. We'll just put Entomb bottom, and we'll cast Lotus Petal. So I mean, with this deck right here, you usually want something explosive. Well, at least now I need one more card. I have a Ponder. I have Counterspell backup. So right now I feel pretty confident in my position right now in the game. But it really comes down to, like, as you saw in the game you watch, sometimes the games are just really, really clunky. Nice. Do I want to counter this? No, I don't. I could really care less with a... Looks like another Maverick deck, which is interesting. I don't know if that answers your question or not.
Yeah, no, I'm just curious because I don't have a lot of experience playing the Reanimate style deck, right? Oh, is that Green Sun's in it? Nice.
Yes.
Try and orbit, nice. So I don't have a lot of experience playing the Reanimator decks, right? So I'm always curious because, you know, like I was trying out a Aristocrat style deck for the first time earlier today, and it's always interesting to me, like, you know, what is the right sequence? Do I attack? Do I just... So then in Reanimator deck, it's like, well, what do I want in my hand? Do I want big giant creature in my hand? Do I, you know, and then trying to start to understand those plays. Yeah, that's why I was kind of curious.
Yeah, so for me, the main thing about this deck is it's a little bit slower than, like I said, the red-black one, but
right.
Ooh, wow, he definitely juked a biggie. So what we're gonna do is still counterspell it by returning this. Ooh, actually no. Well, no, we're gonna still count. He just played a land this turn. Just make sure he played a wasteland. Yes. So what we're gonna do, because I don't want him to tap to eat our guy in the graveyard. So we're still going to counterspell this. Unless he pays 1. And the reason why is so that he at least eats that up. He pays it. He can't eat our thing right now. Next turn, we're going to Exhume to bring back our creature, and then we're going to go off to the races. So, play this back. Careful studying. Draw 2. Oh, I like that card. Discard 2. So we're going to discard... Unmask, and we have to keep Exhume, and we'll discard Force of Will. Honestly, we'll Exhume. And if our opponent has a swords, then this just blows us out the water. But if he doesn't have a swords, then we're sitting pretty good then. So, again, kind of sit on the edge. Oh, Mesa If definitely does suck for us. Waste of land.
That's the tap creature. Is that what that one is?
Yeah, the Mesa If tap it, and then it removes something from a creature from combat.
Yeah, that's right.
We're still okay in a sense because, so for 1, we will still cast this. We're gonna bounce the Mesa If. We will discard these 2 cards right here. Cast this. We're going to now bounce. Don't really care about the ooze. We're going to bounce his mana base. And our goal is just to erase him now. He has 4 turns to really draw an answer. Slightly risky, but the good news is that he doesn't have the mana base to do anything. So it kind of forces our opponent into a weird situation. If he plays the Maze If, he didn't gain any mana to do anything. If he plays a white source, still hurts him. So right now my goal is just to erase him and see what happens. So he played a white source, so he may have a swords. He eats that. Figured as much. So we're playing on the edge right now. That's not good at all. Just swing in. Opponent has 2 more turns to try to live. If I think he's going to swords it, he doesn't. So we're going to bluff, just keeping his card in our hands, see what happens. So looking back at me, I should have bounced the Sylvan Library. And he's about to Oko my creature. That is depressing. Turn into a 3/3.
The one format where he's still legal.
Yep.
I'm telling you, I think with the new it unbanned.
Yeah. So that hurt a lot. So let's see what we get here. Reanimate. So that sucks. So I guess we're gonna swing out. Let's see. Bring in combat. So hopefully our opponent taps out again, and we can get some type of some creature or something like maybe. Really, if we had a was Entomb, would be golden. If he taps out, he does Entomb. We can get some of our cards to help remove our opponent's advantage right here. So we will see. Did we start the slow grind right here? Alright, I can live with Ponder right now.
So what are we searching for? You said you got Reanimate, so you like an...
Yeah, so the only problem right now is that he has this, what is it? This ooze. So I do like this, though. We have to somehow get rid of the ooze. So what I'm going to do is, that could be on the bottom. We'll do bottom, top. No, we'll draw the Careful Study. We'll play a land. Start playing a little defense. And see what happens from there. So this is good. We're good to go on that. Then let's get rid of this task manager. Computer's running good. I actually fixed some things about it. He nukes our graveyard. That's fine. That's not good for us. There's no way for us to really come back from that either. Yeah, we're gone. He'll eat our creature, so gotta go to game 2. So the rider definitely comes in. Let's see. He's good, but he's not good enough. I definitely like Grave Giant. Show and tell just because, like you saw, he had the ooze. So now we had to get rid of 4 cards. And her. She's pretty good too right here. I do like Veil of Summer just because of counter spells. So we get rid of 9 cards. Don't want to go toe-to-toe for them, so we're going to get rid of Force of Will. We're going to put in Thoughtseizes. My bad. What do you think, Prime? What do you think we should do with this right here? Let me move my deck up more.
So I guess his big creature threat against us is. So let's see, what do we bring in for removal for? We're just trying to race him.
So yeah, we're trying to race him. So right now I brought in Thoughtseize. I brought in Show and Tell because I'm pretty sure he's gonna blow up my graveyard. We brought in, and we brought in the Grave Titan.
Nice. No, I think you're good. I think as long as we're breaking into his hand, taking a look into his hand. I think. Oh, you're saying you're taking those out. Let's see.
I'm putting those in. So my thought process is Thoughtseize. I need to see what's in his hand to see the closest clear.
100% agree with you. 100% agree with you. Yeah, just let's take a look. There's only one creature we really care about. I mean, I know Oko can elk a creature, but as long as that creature ETBs the battlefield, if it's Griselbrand, then you're gonna fill your hand with cards, and then like you said, we're off to the races. Any creature he goes to elk, you'll get the ETB trigger, or you'll get to do the act before he turns it into an elk. So really, his big threat is that ooze, and so I 100% agree with you. Take a look at his hand, pitch the ooze, and then off to the.
Yeah. So yeah, I think so we put the Show and Tell just because we can sneak things in faster. We have the Thoughtseizes. I like the Lotus Petal because we need for racing. I'm gonna take out. I like Careful Stick because we need to discard stuff. I'm gonna get rid of one. I think we'll go away with all counter spells. Just because. No, we can keep one. No, we'll keep both of these because they're still good in game to game. If we can Daze his Force Will like we did to the last guy who was playing that companion deck, we should be good. Gotta get rid of one card. We will get rid of. Then we'll get rid of Lotus Petal. What card would you Oh, darn it! I did not submit my deck. So hopefully Wisp View sideboard.
Just running it back, right?
Yep. It's all good. I like it though. So this is good for us. And the reason why I say it's good for us is because we still have a Chandler. Cool, we stopped that. So turn 1, Underground Sea into Entomb and also we started Chandler, so that's got cancel right there. From that, we're going to Reanimate, a Griselbrand, and then to start drawing and racing. So I like this hand. What do you think?
Yeah, I think from what I've been seeing you play of this hand, this is a really good setup. We've got exactly what we want to do. We want to protect with some counter magic. We've got our ability to put a big creature into the graveyard and get it out. I think this is everything we want.
Yeah, so good news is our opponent just mulliganed to 6. Because right now he's looking for counter spells. He needs a counter spell to interact with us. The good news is that we have Force of Will too. We show that. Cool. Play the land. Entomb. Only thing that could really hurt us right now is if he has a Wasteland. So we Entombed. We're going to get a Griselbrand. Call it a day.
Nice. Double Force of Will,
So this is another reason I kept it, because Force Will stops that's any shenanigans basically. Good news, he's playing that. All right, cool.
I like your odds here. I think you got it.
That's kind of spelled. I mean, he's still discarding the card, so to play the Mox Diamond. So he only really has 4 cards in his hand right now. Reanimate. Definitely not getting that land. Does he have the kind of spell? Oh, it resolves. So we're going to draw 7 right here. Just off rip. Sweet. We like it. So we'll play that. Cast. Play that. Cast. Deck is so stupid sometimes. Play our land for the turn. So now we're pretty much stacked and protecting our combo and protecting our creatures with our counter spells. Yeah, so we're going to just pass the turn, and what we're going to do at the end of our turn is discard these 2 right here. So I really like our odds right now. I don't think our opponent can come back from this.
Yeah, you got a grip full of cards that totally agree with that.
So I'm counterspelling this, and the only reason I'm counterspelling this is because I know he is doing this so he can get Invasive or Caracas to bounce my stuff.
Interesting. Oh yeah, because Caracas to bounce the legendary creature. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
so Griselbrand is a legendary. I knew what Chancellor was. I haven't played a lot of Reanimator, Griselbrand, so yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah, that's why Unmask, that's even better. So cool, we're going to see what's in his hand. We're gonna get rid of yeah, I can get rid of Griselbrand. See if he has any crazy sideboard tech, and he concedes. So
Nice.
deck, as you can see, is very, very powerful. So let's go back. We got kind of lucky there. We just had a really explosive hand going first. So Show and Tell has to come in because he has Graveyard Hate. I think we take out the Zoom because I don't want him to bring anything in. I like the Rider. I take out the. He's just not big enough. He's good, so I do like him.
So Show and Tell. I'm sorry, I haven't played Show and Tell before.
Okay.
So you said bring in Show and Tell because he has Graveyard Hate.
Yes.
So Show and Tell lets you go grab the creature and throw it right on the battlefield, or what's the effect for Show and Tell?
Yeah. So Show and Tell is a card in your hand. So I'm just going way too fast because I don't want time out. But Show and Tell is each player may put a artifact, creature, enchantment, or land from their hand to the battlefield. So we get to skip the graveyard in a sense, and that's the reason why this card is so appealing, because if he brings in a lot of graveyard hate, like Leyline the Void, I'm like, okay, cool. I'll just Show and Tell my thing into play.
That makes sense. Makes total sense.
I like Veil of Summer against Counterspell Wars. Except that I realized you can also preemptively cast Veil of Summer to make sure everything else is good. We're going to bring in Grave Titan just because of Graveyard. Just because it's not legendary. And also he's just a value card. I like Thoughtseize. So I got to get rid of 5 more cards. We'll get rid of 1 Lotus Petal. We'll get rid of 1 Ponder. 1 Careful Study. Gotta get rid of 2 more cards. So, where we got rid of Entomb, where we got rid of... Honestly, Force of Negation we can get rid of. I think we should get rid of Force of Negation. I think we need Ponder and we need Careful Study. So we had to drop something else. We did bring a lot of Thoughtseizes to mess up his hand. I think we just dropped the Thoughtseizes. And we go back with one Lotus Petal. What do you think of that?
Just racing him?
Yeah,
I mean, it definitely worked the last turn. Our last round, so I think that's fine. I don't necessarily know that there is an issue in I don't know that there necessarily is an issue in keeping in a Thoughtseize, but since we're gonna go the show and tell route, I think that's fine. Counter magic.
right.
You know what I mean? And I don't have a lot of experience with this deck, so I definitely would, trust your judgment way over mine. But yeah, those are just kind of my thoughts. I agree with you, though. I definitely agree with you.
Yeah. So that's that was the overall goal. The problem with this hand is if we had a Reanimator card, would be great right here. Did he keep his 7? He mulliganed his 6. I think we can do the same thing here. So we have everything we need except for the payoff. He mulligans to 5.
Okay.
What do you think? So we don't have a payoff card right now.
So you have your Entomb. You do not have your Sneak and Show. What was the other?
Oh no! Oh darn! Yeah, there's a little lag for you. So right now I have Show and Tell, Force of Will, 2 Polluted Delta, a Careful Study, and an Unmask, and a Verdant Catacombs.
Gotcha.
I think I should punt this because there's nothing in this hand for me to do. I guess we're both going to go down to 5, so both of us are going down to 5.
Nice. I like your odds in the race, though, better than his.
Yeah, so now we're looking a lot better. Because now we have 2 Ponders, we have Animate Dead, and Lotus Petal. So I think I'm going to keep this. It's because of the Ponders. So I'm going to keep... So I'm going to get rid of the Bayou because we don't really need lands in this deck. And we need to get rid of one more card. I think I'm going to get rid of a fetch land. And the reason for that because I had the Lotus Petal. And we will... Excuse me. Oh, and he has Leyline of the Void. Nice. So he was just mulligan at that, which is cool.
Yeah, but correct me if I'm wrong, the Sneaking Show doesn't care about Leyline.
Oh, no.
He was going to go the graveyard hate route.
Yeah.
Which I think was spot on and really getting paid off for having made that judgment. So now it's just a matter of hunting out the Sneaking Show, right? Or Show and Tell, sorry.
Yeah, Show and Tell. And I think this is actually better for us anyways. And the reason, I don't want to say better for us anyways, but I like our odds right now. And the reason I say I like our odds is because we can... All we need is a Show and Tell. So we're going to put any order and we're going to shuffle our library. Because he only has right now... And we have a Show and Tell now. He only has 1 card in his hand right now. And he unloaded everything. So I don't really fear him right now. So he played a library, which is good against us. Grave Titan, always good. So we're going to do a Ponder. Because our goal right now is if we can get... Oh, wow, there's a lot of decent stuff here. We need 1 more mana to really go off. Because what we're going to do... This is actually a really hard decision right here. If we get 1 more mana, we can drop another land, then Show and Tell, and then we can... our Grave Titan will come in, make 2/2s, has Depth Text, and then we just start going to town. He does give us a counter spell. There is a Daze there. I think... So he has 1 card, but he has this library. So what do you think we should do in this situation? Part of me feels like we can mulligan, not mulligan, but shuffle our hand and draw another card. But also there is some explosiveness in this right here, because We can draw a Careful Study. Next turn we draw the Daze. Next turn we draw a Careful Study. We Careful Study, draw 2, discard 2 to help us dig more for the third land. But what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, all that makes sense based on the gameplay I've seen you so far. This is my first time watching a deck like this, so everything you said makes sense based on the gameplay you've done before. I think that's a great plan. I totally agree with you.
Cool. So we're gonna go this at the bottom. Careful Study would be our draw next turn, and then Daze would be our draw right now. No, we're not gonna shuffle. Play Lotus Petal. He can't counterspell it anyway, so we're good to go. But man, if we drop this Grave Titan, if we can get this out in the next 2 turns, golden. So he put both on top. That means he didn't like anything he drew, so that's good for us. We draw a Careful Study. We're going to do Careful Study now. And we drew cards we don't really like. Alright, so...
That's alright. It happens sometimes. It totally happens sometimes.
Alright, so Animate Dead. Animate Dead is useless, so we'll get rid of that. And now... let's see. I don't think he has counter spells, but I know he's running blue. I feel like it's like a 4-color loam deck. I think we're going to risk it for the biscuit. We're going to get rid of...
I like it.
We're going to get rid of Veil of Summer. Kind of iffy, but... right now, I feel like we're in still a good spot. So he put 1 card back on top. He put both cards on top, so that's good for us. And counterspell this card because I hate that card. Dang, everything's going to the exile pile. Another ponder. So right now we're gonna ponder to look what we have in the top. Alright, so we have another show and tell. We have a land and a Veil of Summer. So I like this a lot. So what we're gonna do is have show and tell be on the bottom, then Veil of Summer, and then Tropical Island. And then we shuffle your deck. No. We draw a Tropical Island, then we play it. In fact, we can just do Careful Study right now. Draw 2, discard 2. We'll just get rid of Veil of Summer and show and tell. So, definitely get rid of the cards I don't want to get rid of. But I mean, it is what it is. The good news is our opponent is not advancing his board at all. So, always a good sign. He put 1 card back, he put 2 cards back. So, he only has 2 cards in his hand just like we do. So, right now, what we really need is a land. If we can get a land... Oh, he brought this little thing back, and that's going to be annoying. Still, we need a land right now. If we can get a land, we can go past this Thalia. Nope, only Force of Will, which is terrible. So, again, right now, just looking on the search for 1 land. If we can get 1 land, then we're golden. So I don't even know this is Maverick. This is, I think, a 4-color loam. So cool, he has a Caracas. That, again, doesn't really bother us because we have Grave Titan. Yes, we got our land. So, sweet. Fetch right here. We're going to get a snow-covered swamp. We're going to cast our show and tell. Doop. see what our opponent has. Oh yeah, I gotta sacrifice this. Cast our Grave Titan. See if our opponent has anything. Our opponent does not have anything in his hand. So cool. We just made two zombies, and we have Grave Titan out. So if our opponent does not respond to this, I can see swordsing it. Yep. He swords our Grave Titan. Okay. Actually, not okay, but. How many show and tells do we get rid of? We have 1, 2. Alright, we need one more show and tell. So right now I think I was a little too aggressive. And there's nothing I can really do right now. I get reanimate. Nope, can't do anything right now with that. So we're just gonna hold off.
So now what's kind of the path forward? What are we trying to look? What are we trying to draw into next?
So, if our opponent discards a card, a good card, that'll help us out. As of right now, we're kind of looking back at. We should have put the render silence in there to destroy enchantments. Gotcha. But we tried to go for a racing plan, which wasn't I don't think a bad thing to do. I think it just didn't pay out. And him having library just is allowing him to just run rampant right now. So.
Gotcha.
We're gonna go like a few more turns and see what happens. So. What can we do? What can we do? Yep. We'll let that one fly. Yep, that definitely hurts right there. Charleston Void for 1.
Oof, yeah.
Yeah. Our opponent has this. There's nothing that we.
Reanimate. Yep.
We're gonna concede. He got us. He or she got us. So. We're still saying okay. We're 2-1. I think I could have been more, too aggressive on that. And I think also this missed sideboarding. It seemed like he wasn't playing a lot of counter spells at all, so we lost the draw. So I think I should just put the destroy all enchantments in. So I do like this right here. What is this? This is another. This is this stupid card. Okay, we're gonna keep and. I wonder what my opponent is playing with this this new companion. Do you see it?
Which one? Which companion did you pick?
It's the one is the most broken one. Is it Luris?
Luris the Dream Dead.
So this must be what is it? Delver. So that's gonna be kind of annoying. So he draws another card. Cool. Oh, he saw the card that we were trying to. He knows that we're Reanimator, so that's hilarious. I don't think they play any Surgical's main board. So we're careful studying right now. I'm pretty sure this is blue-red Delver, because a lot of people have been playing this this new companion with it. So Daze. Oh, he is brainstorming. Interesting. But how you like Legacy so far? I mean, I know it's like probably your first time seeing it. But what do you think of it so far?
I think Legacy's pretty sweet. Yeah, I was gonna say that the deck I'm most familiar with in Legacy was the other deck that you've been running a lot of, the Oko decks.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen a lot of those. I've seen a lot of the kind of Jace control decks.
Right.
But yeah, this one's really. I mean, take over the game by turn, 1 or 2. That's a fast clock, right?
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
a really fast clock.
And yeah, that's the goal. You're not trying to give your opponent any time to breathe or any room. You're trying to really just punch your opponent in the mouth and tell him to deal with it. So
That makes sense.
this is a very unique deck. Looks like he's playing some kind of, I don't know what he's playing, but so what we're going to do right here is Underground Sea. I still want to force out some more stuff from his hand for counter spells. Ooh, I like all this. So we're going to discard Iona, and we'll discard Griselbrand. Try to reanimate. Let's see, Griselbrand. Oh wow, he let it fly. So what we're gonna do right now is just sit on our position right now. We have a good blocker, and he played that Caracas. Cool, that's annoying. He played Caracas to bounce our guys. So I don't want to draw 7 because I'm scared of drawing 7 and then getting lightning bolted to death. So I'm gonna let this right here slide. He got us good. Got us good. So he's gonna brainstorm. He right now is looking for more counter spells. Understandable. So what's our opponent going to do now? He has 4 cards, but he's not a mystery bauble. Look at the top card of our deck. Caracas is definitely a beating for this deck, but we do have some cards that are different sideboard. So we're sitting really good right now, actually. So what we're going to do is unmask, exile card. We're going to look at our opponent's hand. We're going to exile Entomb. See if our opponent has a counterspell for it. He has been drawing a lot of cards. They have Mage. He does not really have anything I care about. So we're going to get rid of... I feel like we should get rid of Melee Mage. What do you think?
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So you can't name one of your big payoff, Griselbrand or Chancellor of Annexes. Yep.
Get rid of that. We're going to now Entomb. And this is why you always have non-legendary creatures in your Reanimator deck. So the only thing we can really get right now is Chancellor and Tidespout Tyrant. So what do you think? So Channel Annex makes everything cost 1 extra, and we make sure it's not legendary, so that's good. And then we have the card like every time I cast a spell, return target permanent to owner's hand. What do you think is the best call right now?
So man, that's a good question. So, what was he? Did he? He didn't already have the Karak? No.
Say that again?
Or land wise, he didn't already have the Caracas out yet, did he?
He has the Crocus out right now.
He does. So then we just need a Griselbrand so we can draw cards.
Yeah, but if I get a Griselbrand, it puts me at 3, and he has a Lightning Bolt and a Force of Will in hand, and that would kill me. He can kill me that turn.
Oh, I gotcha. I see what you're saying. Okay, so you're thinking trying to gain life?
I think I should just go with the Chancellor. It comes with the ground, and makes everything if he wants to cast cost 1 more.
Okay.
And
yeah.
So
yeah. I gotta default to you. I don't have enough experience, but yes, looking at what he's got, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of burn there.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the Chancellor right here. Make sure I don't misclick. So Lightning Bolt me, cool. Don't really care about the Lightning Bolt. We're getting back. We're reanimating our Chancellor, making everything cost more now. So definitely help us out in the long run. Let's look at his hand. He says Lightning Bolt, another Dreadhorde, Archimus, which we can block and just kill off. He drew another land, so he doesn't really have anything. He's playing his companion. If I was him, I wouldn't swing in. Cool. That's smart to do. So we have another land. What did we do? They was gonna play the land, and we're gonna have to really this past turn play defensive right now. We need a ponder to get us through this right here. So he still has, so this right here is gone out of his hand. Let me move this over here. I keep forgetting I move my camera. So he does have an extra card here.
What is he? Oh, he's just playing like a 4-color low to the deck kind of recast his spells.
Alright, cool. Sorry, just gotta look at work always hitting me up. So right now he's in a really awkward position. And for what I think. So Lightning Bolt would put me at 4. Block here. So he has a tough decision to make, in my opinion. I would hope we need something. If we can get another creature out, that would be great. And the fact they had a Caracas just kind of like crippled us. So he lightning bolts us. Oh wow, he's gonna kill off our Chancellor Annex. He drew a lightning bolt. No, he's lightning bolting us. Wow. So that's game right there. He's gonna lightning bolt us again, and he just wins from there.
That's burn sometimes, man. I'm surprised. Well, I get with Lotus though, he has a restriction, so he's just staying super to the ground. Nice. Yeah. And Lotus is letting him recast an extra burn spell every turn.
Well, the Dreadhorde Archimus allows him to do that.
Yeah.
And there's no way I win that, because even if I block the companion, I still take 1 and he has me, so.
Yeah, very true.
So, my friend always tells me, so, what do you think about sideboarding? And I'll give my opinion on sideboarding.
Okay.
So, what do you think I should do to the deck?
So what are we? I'm sorry, I'm on a little bit of video lag here.
Okay.
We'll let it. There he goes. There he goes. Okay. You don't really have a. I mean, I think you just stay with. I think you got to stay with the combo, right? And
Right.
I think you just got to try to race him. And I just think that's the best thing you can do in that situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're right. So it's a Delver deck. So we're erasing them, and like it's a value deck, as you saw. Like everything they
Right.
have it's a temple value deck. So we're signing these out because we're not trying 2-for-1 ourselves.
Right.
We're bringing in Veil of Summer because when it counts for our stuff, we have something to respond back with it. Thoughtseize is
Right.
always good because we're gonna pick apart their hand.
Right.
The Iona, they have a Caracas, so we're not going to really play with that card. We have Grave Titan, which is just backbreaking in this match. If it lands, it making 2/2s is going to really help us out. Show and Tell is always good. We'll take out 2 Exhumes because, again, Graveyard Destruction that he has. Put Ash Shot in there. We'll take out 1 Entomb and this 1 Reanimator. And we're going to go with this. So, Thoughtseize is get rid of his hand. Veil of Summer is to stop counter spells. That's why we took out our Force of Wills and Force of Negation. Because right now, going against a Delver deck is just Value Town. So, if we're trying to outvalue them. For them to stop our Reanimate, that means they're going to have to Force of Will or Daze, which slows them down. So, I think this right here.
Your goal is basically to stick the threat and then keep it alive. Right?
Yes. Yes, it is. This is why that's the channel Annex is so pivotal in turn 1 if you have it in your hand to go off because you cast that. I mean, you show that cool. The first thing you want to your opponent casts is counterspelled. So you want to play first, yes. And then you're able to go off basically, and they can't touch you. So I actually really like this hand. We're gonna keep this, and the only reason we're keeping, well, if he has a Daze, then we're screwed. But we'll play that. This is actually extremely greedy, but if he does have a counterspell, which I'm pretty sure he does, we're screwed.
Sometimes you just gotta ask the question and just make them have it. You know what I mean?
Oh, he doesn't have it. He probably has the land then, knowing him. Oh, he doesn't have the land either. So cool. Draw 7. We're off rip. So I think he's going to swords our creature. What does he do? I'm pretty sure he's going to swords it. Okay. That's okay because we're going to pay another 7 life to draw 7 more cards. And then, wow. So good news is this. We actually can protect against the swords. And we are going to protect against it. We're going to return this island to hand. Draw another 7. Wow, it's a lot of cards. Alright, so witches go this way, looking around. Alright, cool. So, good times. Already play last turn. We had to go down 8 cards. First and foremost, let's see what our opponent has in his hand. Let's get rid of Reanimate, because Reanimate kills us now. What do you have in your hand? We will get rid of... Man, this is not good. Because we're going to discard a lot of cards. I'm actually okay with losing our sword. Losing our Griselbrand. Because we could bring it back with Exhume. I don't want our Graveyard to be nuked. So, For my opinion, I think we get rid of the Tormarch Crypt. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because the way we're set up right now with Reanimate, and yeah, I totally agree. We got to protect the graveyard right now.
All right, we'll get rid of Tormarch Crypt. Let's see. Yeah. Let's put our opponent's hand up. We'll slide over here so I can see it. I think, yep, we just pass turn. And we just card a lot of stuff. So we discard 7 things. So we'll get rid of our Griselbrand, our Annex, this guy. I want to keep 1 creature in hand. So we will keep that in hand. We'll get rid of this land, that land, and we need to get rid of more. We'll get rid of a Careful Study. So the reason why I made my choices that way, for one, we still have, if they draw a card and nuke my graveyard, I still know the card, I can get it back.
Yeah.
But if they don't nuke my graveyard, I'm able to now, they play this land, sorry. Basically, I have two routes. If nuke my graveyard, I still have something in my hand to actually pose a threat. If I go the other route, if they do nuke my graveyard, I get that. Oh, sorry, I'm just talking in circles. All right, we're gonna just play Magic.
Oh, you're good, man. Yeah, right. You're good. You're
good. So let's see. We're going to play a land. Hit OK. Let's see. Yep. Begin. Yep. He swords. Yeah, we can live with that. Griselbrand, cool. We will fetch. We'll get this a. Let's get a. I can get a black source. He doesn't have any creatures in his hand, so I need to make sure it's Ashen Rider whenever it enters battlefield. Exiles, cool. We're going to just Exhume. Oh, gotta get out of combat first. Hopefully he didn't draw a Daze, because that would really, really suck. We'll get back this right here, and our goal comes into play. We're going to blow up one of his lands. So, I think right now we're still 3 cards in hand. We know he just swords our thing, so 2 cards we don't know. He plays that.
So correct me if I'm wrong though, but you can activate the pay 7 life, draw 7 response to a Swords to Plowshares. Is that am I thinking correctly or am I wrong?
So the reason you can't really do it because we're at below life, so we couldn't really do it at that time. But usually, yes, you can.
Gotcha.
All right, so let's see. Play that. Let's go get a blue source. Hopefully, he doesn't have a counter spell. So we're gonna get this no cover island. We're gonna Reanimate Dead. We're gonna get the. We're going to get I don't really want to unbounce. I'm going to get the Chancellor just to make sure things caught are way more expensive. Again, we're still, in a sense, the A side right here. Yep, exactly. He can't stop us. So, we're good to go. So, close game. I mean, like, it was a little risky in the beginning because of counter spells, but I think that we're good to go. Do you think we should change anything?
No. Yeah, no. I think we are set up for success the way you ran that one. That looked good.
Yeah. So we have playing against American Delver. So we will see how this goes. American Delver. Gotta love this evil deck. So what he has Lupus. So I mean, again, we have a turn 1 go balls to the wall, and I think I'm gonna keep this. What do you think?
Yeah, race. I mean, every game where you crushed them, you have raced.
Yeah.
And it has been sweet.
Yeah, because... Yep, you're right. Ponder. So we'll see if it's a counterspell or not. It'd be great if we drew a Daze right now. Did I even decide what my Daze is? No, I didn't. Okay, my Daze isn't good. So... Oh, man. So, I guess we'll race then. We'll do that. We will search for Underground Tomb. We will... Yep, we'll Entomb. See if it's that Daze.
I want to pick up the volcanic island and counter it.
Which we're okay with because, again, we're playing a value game right now. So he does Force of Willed that card with for another Force of Will. So he believes that, in my opinion, that right there shows me he doesn't think we have them. We're really glass cannon. But this deck is really resilient because of the blue in it. Kind of like this a lot. This allows us to do a lot of things. So we will do... We'll keep you and you. No. So the reason why I kept that card is next turn I'm going to bet a Thoughtseize and see what he has. And then I'm going to careful study. Well, I think I should careful... No, I need a Thoughtseize first. Oh, Wasteland. That definitely puts it down. Yeah. Definitely hurts a little bit, but it's okay. Bayou. Thoughtseize. Because we still have Show and Tell coming up. Swords of Force of Negation. So he doesn't have anything, and we don't have anything. What is it? Only bad part is that he has this ability to keep bringing stuff back. So we're on a really tight clock right now with him constantly wastelanding us out the game. Starting turn. Too bad it can't be non-land permanent. Nope. It could be anything. So this card is definitely bad juju for us. Ponder, cool. So it looks like our opponent's trying to look for a counter spell to protect himself. Or another blue card. Which is awkward because he already had Force of Negation in his hand. I would have held into the Force of Negation and held into the Ponder. But I mean, we'll see.
Good convenient card for Legacy only being 3 mana.
Yep, definitely backbreaking right now. We need another land. Alright, I can live with that. He got rid of this, so maybe he has another blue card in his hand. And we didn't get the card we needed. Frustrating. I guess we'll just do Entomb right now. We need another land. Wow. Okay, cool. So no cards in hand, just draw a card, begin combat. We can't do anything, so we're just gonna yield to the next turn. So if I was him, oh wow, you already play a land this turn. Interesting. Play that. And still being betrayed.
It happens sometimes. Totally happens sometimes.
So, what we needed, if we had a land right there, we're able to at least get Careful Study and do Reanimator. Draw at least 7 cards. We're just gonna do Veil so we can draw another. Try to dig through our deck. Well, kind of glad that we got that out the way. So if I was him, stuff in my graveyard, I will get a Wasteland and Wasteland me out of the game. But we'll see what our opponent does. Maybe he doesn't see it. Well, hopefully he doesn't see it. Cast another Ponder. We're gonna get rid of this card. We don't really know what's in his hand anymore. The her not drawing another land. So
How many lands does the deck run?
runs 15. So this is the one of the. What's up, man?
Guys, your cards.
Yeah. So.
The willing count.
Yep.
I guess when you're all in on that turn 1, turn 2 combo, you're really not trying to probably like 2 lands
Yeah. That's part of come. Hey, can everybody hear me really well in the stream? I just want to make sure there's no echo. But I'm actually pretty happy with my computer now because I changed some things around it. Yeah, auto's fine. Good. Let me see if I can make it a little bigger. Okay, then. I had to go in my settings and adjust it after this. And Wasteland. No way to come back from that. So, that's what we were scared of the whole time. Was another Wasteland. Let me see what I drew. A Lotus Petal. Lotus Petal, discard. Nah, I would still have been dead. He would have swung and killed off the Griselbrand. Alright, so except this. We're 2 for 2. We need to get at least a 3 for 1 to make my money back. That is the goal. 57. Round 5. So, man. Lotus put a beating on me.
Dude, that's alright, man. Part of the cards. That means you're due this one.
Yeah, that Lupus card is ridiculously expensive now.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it costs us a buttload now. And we're gonna expensive. Alright, cool, we're starting. Yeah, you're right. So we started at 50, 40, cool. It doesn't make sense because with John, you need running 6. This is keepable. Keep. You need running 6. We're playing against another one of these decks. They keep multiplying. But yeah, it definitely makes sense against with John. Like you had to have running 6, and you had to have the little bit set to make the deck go off. And it's pretty gross.
I still think all the companions are going to get banned from all the major formats. Vintage, Legacy, Modern, Pioneer.
Yeah, I agree with you. I do think, and I think it's the Wizards of the Coast is going with right now. To me, anyways, it seems like, oh, cool, we got that, and then we'll get rid of. We have Daze, but I want to keep that. I need Ponder so I can go off this turn. Nope, we'll get rid of Ponder. Yeah. And Griselbrand, cool. So make sure I did this card the right stuff. Cool. Cast this right here. Yeah, I do agree with you. It is a little boring right now. Get that. Can see the game. And that's why this deck is what it is. This very powerful stuff. Alright, so we're going against that deck again. So right now, Show and Tell obviously has to come in. Gonna keep an eye on it in there. He has 20 cards. I don't think he has the counter spells to go toe-to-toe with me. So I'm going to take out the Force of Wills to put in Veil of Summer. Actually, I don't need Veil of Summer. we're going to use Silence to get rid of enchantments. Thoughtseizes and Reanimator. We'll get, who's it? Well, I think about cutting. So the reason why well, you're right. Definitely cut these two.
Yeah, I mean, you want to protect the combo, right? And
Yeah.
So what's his biggest threat? Let's see, cutting Force of Will and Force of Negation. Yeah. So just your thoughts as you're kind of sideboarding between those two. What are your thoughts? Is Gus wanted to ask him.
So the reason why I get rid of Force of Will, well, usually in this matchup, in the counterspell matchup, I usually get rid of all my Force of Wills and counterspells. And the reason why, it sounds weird, but with Veil of Summer, you're able to 3-for-1 your opponent. So Force of Will, he's going to pitch Force of Will, he's going to discard a card and take 1 life. If I respond with a Veil of Summer, not only do I draw a card, my card is not counterspelled, they lost a life. You're basically 3-for-1, technically 4-for-1 your opponent with 1 card. So yeah, I do like Force Negation just because of the exiling ability, but I think in this match it's not really needed. What else? I don't really like this guy. He just never really good because it seems like we empty our hand constantly. To me, feels like he's a win more card. I'm about to put Grave Titan in the deck, and we'll see from here. See what's gonna happen. Right now we're 2-2. Trying to bring home the bacon. At least make sure I can play my next tournament for free. All right, so you don't get rid of enchantments. Well, yeah, and you're right about that. This is something that I'm not gonna say I just built, but like I'm still working with. Riker, he's actually on the army team. That sucks. For us, he's on the army team. They usually play in Legacy black, blue, and a black red Reanimator. And I was like, you know what? I think this Reanimator is a little bit better. And Terminus. Wow, he has a lot of weird stuff. So we're going to get rid of the card that cripples us, which is Rest in Peace. Right now, it looks like we're sitting pretty good. If he doesn't draw a blue land, he's just basically screwed over. Because next turn we go off. Did he draw land? He had to draw land, but it is a white land, so he loses this turn. Entomb. Let's see. Well, wait a minute. He doesn't really lose this turn. There's still a lot of play that he can do. What do we do here? Because he has that land. And Grave Titan. Where's the stupid Grave Titan at? Oop, there it is. Grave Titan. Animate Dead. The Grave Titan. So now we're just erase. Just to make sure he doesn't brainstorm, put Terminus back on the top of his deck, we're going to get rid of Terminus. So he has 3 cards, so whoop, doop, doop, and get rid of his Brainstorm. So got a little risky, but right now we're sitting good. Like next turn he'll take 5. Sorry, 5. He'll take 9, and then we just start running away from there. All right. Because he dies in 2 turns right now. So. Okay, he casts that. That's cool. He's still taking a lot of damage this turn. Attack all creatures. Does he ever turn this on top? Which is kind of hard for his deck because he has so many cards in his deck. Astrolabe, we're cool with that. He can have it. He already drew a card for his turn. Alright. Reverent Silence, hilarious. Begin combat. See if he has an answer. Looks like our opponent does. Does he have the Terminus? If he has the Terminus out of the 6 humongous card deck of his, nope, he doesn't. Game's over. So, that was pretty quick. That only lasted for less than 10 turns. So we got a little emblem right here. Sweet. This helps us to qualify for season championships. Got a little box and 100 points. So we want our money back. Let's look at the deck. So, God, this is your first time. Well, not really first time, but like.
Yeah, see, this deck, this is my first time actually getting to watch this deck play. So yeah, that's a very accurate statement.
Yeah. So what do you think of this deck, in your opinion?
I think it's good. I like all combo decks, right? They're super fragile. You know, so it's speed for maybe, I don't know, some consistency or that long term winnability, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think overall, I think it's a good. I think it's a good deck overall. I mean, I play a little bit of combo decks. Like right now in standard, I'm playing the Garuda combo deck because it is the most broken deck. It's like playing like Hogak in Modern that one summer. But yeah, I think. I just think I think there's the trade-off, right? Like, do you want to go combo, go speed, or do you want to have some kind of consistency and try to be good against everything and everyone? You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's always the hard choice with deck selection.
Yeah. So yeah, I think. Did he mulligan or just keep? He kept a terrible hand. So he had Terminus in his hand. And with Terminus, I guess he wanted to brainstorm on top of his deck, but we Thoughtseize him, and then we unmasked him, and then we just did beats. So it went really well. So this deck right here was put the Careful Study right here. Do I like it? I like it more than the red-black version. It's not as powerful as the red-black version, but it's just sometimes a little bit slower. But you still have your turn ones where you're still able to get Griselbrand out because of Lotus Petal. And also, one of the main things that, like, what is it? He didn't keep a blue for what actually did anything. Oh yeah, he definitely started a turn behind. And yeah, the red-black is really explosive, but a very explosive card. But if your opponent goes against has enough counter spells, you usually just can beat them. And that was one of the reasons why I like the blue version. Sometimes I am a turn behind, but the fact that I can drop a Griselbrand, draw 3 or 4 cards, and then there was sometimes in this string where I had like 2 counter spells waiting, looking at my opponent. All right, cool. This is what you do right now. I have a Daze. I have like a Daze, a Ponder, and a Force of Negation. You're not getting through all these counter spells on turn 2 and 3, and I'm gonna hit you for 7 and draw 7 more, and just keep bettering my hand. Like you just pour it on your opponent. So I think the main thing I had to work on, I just really sit down and think about. So show and tell, great. The creatures were still good. I think I need to put in. There's a green creature that is has hexproof against everything. You have hexproof. Definitely put that in the sideboard. Thoughtseize were good. Veil Summers were good. The silence, I don't know, because looking at the silence, it also says destroy all enchantments, which hurt my Reanimate Dead card. So I don't know where I'm gonna go with this deck. I think it's a good show. Definitely show the army team who usually plays red black reanimator. This show I'm like, hey, I think this is just another. Well, not on the team at all, but he's good guys on the team too. But this, I'm gonna sit down and talk to Riker like, hey, why don't you try this out? Especially in our local meta, there's a lot of people playing counter spells, and it seems when we did our legacy tournament, Reanimator didn't do that well. But Guy, question: when is your next stream?
I'm gonna be streaming the Bant Garuda standard combo tomorrow morning, and then probably like 7 or 8 ish. And then from there, I'm not sure what deck I'm going to go in. I've talked about traversing the Garuda deck, trading out the white for the black to see if that makes it stronger or a better playing deck. But I don't know, honestly. So tomorrow morning, 7 to 8 is going to be my next stream that I'm going to do with the Bant Garuda combo deck in Standard Arena.
Gotcha. So yeah, I just posted this link in the chat. Definitely check them out. And also our YouTube page, Magic Fun. I'm gonna upload this video. Since I'm affiliate, it takes 24 hours before I'm able to show it. So I'm probably up Wednesday. Post that then also Prime is gonna start putting his videos up there to move forward and just put more content there. We are going to do a what is it? Sorry, I'm having a brain fart. Probably gonna stream us doing one of the GPs. Oh yeah, YouTube link. Got you. Let me. Once I put it up, please subscribe. This is a shameful plug. Computers acting a little slow. Let's move this over here. Pulling it up right now. Come on, baby. Sorry about that. It's just computer running slow. But we're gonna be able to push a lot more content on the YouTube page. Like the 2 people I put in the chat, they're going to be streaming, and we're going to be adding content constantly. Prime is mostly focused on standard. The wrong person. He's focused on standard. Riker is focused. He's kind of like in between both of us. He'll play a lot of Pioneer and Modern, and I'm just an old head because I'm stubborn, and I don't really like the new set. I'm joking, it's a pretty good set.
It's completely busted.
I will play.
So busted.
What is it? Sound out your channel. I will play anything. So, what in the world? Okay, so I'll just put I'm gonna share a video because my link is acting crazy right now. So let's see, share. We will copy.
Try another bug snow.
This is one of the videos right here.
Well, not another one. There's a few modifications too.
So exit out of that. That is one of the videos. Sorry, my link is not. Things are not working. In fact, that actually bugs me that it's not working now. I'm gonna be cringing for the rest of the night, thinking like why on live stream I think it's not working properly. My stupid bot has betrayed me once again. So let's see. Give me 1 second. But switching it. Once oh snap! Thank you for following the YouTube page. We now have 53 subscribers. Yay!
Nice.
Um,
Nice.
slowly grinding to the top. All we need is 9,000 more. But
one day at a time. One day at a time.
yeah. Okay, so here is a better link right here. Yeah, I mean, like, well, with work, that's the overall page. But yeah, and I think it's actually below, also down below by sorry, I had a brain fart. Just tired. I gotta go to work tomorrow. It's at the below by like the stream deck and everything else. So let me just make sure that didn't get removed, because it did. It'd be quite depressing again. Like all my technology is betraying me. But let's see. Let me scroll on down just to make sure it's there.
Wait on that stimulus check.
The strip club is open tomorrow. It may be. You never know. So that right there, about me, YouTube. There we go. Yes, so the YouTube is up there, and about me schedule. Scroll down, it says YouTube. Subscribe to me, please. And then Twitter, and then my Twitter feed's right beside it, and then my stream deck is there too. Usually try to upload all the decks that I gotta work on changing names. But yeah, so it's there. Again, thanks for subscribing to the channel. But other than that, it's been fun. I'll probably try to string something in Pioneer, and also I'm probably gonna string Arena, because I'm gonna play in the GP qualifiers that the Channel Fireball is hosting. But hey, everybody, thanks for coming by. I gotta go to bed 'cause I gotta be up at old dark 30 to go in the military. Let's the kids draft for you. I'm confused by that. Oh, my kids? No. It's like wasting money. I might as well just throw. It's like throwing money away. Like, I love my kids, but I'm gonna start struggling. I am a coward.
That's like asking me to draft.
Yeah, I am definitely a coward. Because having my kids, love them to death, I'm gonna start struggling with them. Side note with my kid, this is back when Lands was. I think Lands is like a tier 3 deck in Legacy. Still love the deck though, and my son grabbed my Tabernacle, and I almost had a heart attack, and I almost freaked out. I was like, son, just drop the Tabernacle and put it down, put it in there. Here's some ice cream, son. Just go over there and play. So Rift your yeah, but yeah, almost had a heart attack. It's like, son, that's like $2,000. Daddy got it on sale. We're not gonna set out how much it costs because my wife may hear me. But how much I paid for it. But yeah. But thanks for coming by though. And again, above in the stream is Riker and Prime stream a lot. And we're gonna obviously all these videos gonna be uploaded to our Magic page. So we're gonna do Pioneer. In the comments of the videos, if you on the YouTube page, if you want to see us do Pioneer, you want to see us do Modern, we'll do it. And we'll eventually we're gonna add an email to the page so that you can submit decks. If you want us to play something that's funny, free of charge right now. I'm pretty sure we're not gonna charge anytime soon. We're just broken army people, but physically wise, but. Overall, thanks for coming by. Everybody, stay safe out there. There's a lot of things going on with Cat Tribal is busted in Modern right now. You know what? With that Lupus card, maybe. I may give you that. But we'll see. But everybody, just stay safe out there. There's a lot of things going on with the virus. I know a lot of people want to get back to work, but just make sure it's not worth your life. But that's all I had to say. But hey, until again, stay safe, stay happy, keep your head up. Take care. Bye.